Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Beach coming to you here today. We are talking about SummerSlam 2020. The news was made just a little while ago that SummerSlam was not going to be held in Boston. It was going to be having to be moved down to the Performance Center. But WWE, as well as Vince McMahon, is still, basically racking their brains, trying to find anything that can kind of make like a special hook to bring in a wrestling fan that maybe is like, I'm not really excited with the current wrestling product, but I'll tell you the truth. When it comes to WWE's last NXT TakeOver show, I think one of the reasons why I was more excited to watch that show than I've been for any other show that it's been, going on in WWE since WrestleMania, was the fact that they played off the In Your House. Why would you want to basically watch an NXT show just because they named it In Your House? One of the reasons why I was so pumped was I wanted to see if they actually used the In Your House set from back in the late 90s when they were running the In Your House pay-per-views. We saw Shawn Michaels dance on top of the house back in those days, and basically the entrance was the guys, coming out of the garage and walking down the aisle. Just little things like that paid off on those memories was the reason why I went in and we saw Johnny Gargano basically come out of his bedroom, walking through his living room, and walk right out the front door. And then we saw his entrance through his little ring cam on his doorbell. And I thought that was awesome. I haven't watched NXT probably since WrestleMania 32 on their television show. I catch a takeover special here or there along the way when I'm home and I got nothing else to do, and I've always found them enjoyable and said, why don't I watch NXT week in and week out? But I don't know. But WWE is looking for something like that to cash in and make somebody like me care about SummerSlam. I know a few of the feuds that is going on in WWE as of right now. You've got Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. I'm thinking that that's probably going to be ending before SummerSlam, maybe even tonight on Monday Night Raw. I know that they're paying off on The Fiend versus Braun Strowman. That's probably going to be one of the main matches. Who knows if they're going to bring back somebody like Goldberg to get like that mainstream main guy from back in the day, that get those feel-good viewers back in there to see one more match with Goldberg. He wrestled Dolph Ziggler at last year's SummerSlam, so basically I think almost anything is on the table for him to have a match with, because he doesn't have to have a guy like Randy Orton or one of the main event guys to be there. He doesn't have to be in a championship match. And then you've also are they going to bring back somebody like Brock Lesnar? There's been news that Brock wasn't in the plans because WWE doesn't want to spend the big money on somebody like him. So I'm not sure. But one of the things WWE is thinking about doing is having SummerSlam on a boat. WWE is based out of Orlando. If you go a little bit farther south down to Miami, that's a big harbor for like Carnival Cruise Lines, for the cruises that come out of there. It sounds like a really great idea. And I'll give it to you. Vince McMahon probably doesn't know that AEW this year hosted television on a boat already. WWE, are they going to get the idea like, hey, we're WWE, they're AEW? Or they're thinking that basically they can do it better because of the fact that they're WWE, they have more money. I'm sure they can, have better cameras, better working cameramen. They can do editing. They can do this, that, and the other. It's not a live show. No, I don't think it was live. It is basically live, because I think all they did was film it, put the tape on the helicopter, and basically air it the next day on TNT, if I remember right. But it sounds like a great idea. You could have, they did that too. I was going to say they could basically set up the ring on the pool. You know what, honestly? I think the pool, I thought they could play it off like the old Spring Break Nitros. They could have the ring on the pool. They could have somebody thrown in there. But I think they did that with MJF on the cruise, on the Jericho cruise that they had AEW Dynamite on already. So honestly, WWE, I can see them doing it. As of right now, I hope they don't. Let them have this. They beat you to it. You could have done it for years, but now's your shot. But, one of the things WWE's thinking about doing, they're thinking about putting SummerSlam on a boat. Sounds like a great idea at first. When you break it down, you're going to have all those people jumping on board basically saying AEW did it first. They did it first. I can see Triple H coming out and acting like he had no idea that they already did it. But I can see WWE thinking that they have the balls to do it and do it better. So if I had money, I bet they're going to fucking do it. But we'll see. AEW did it first.